Hello and welcome to my channel, Elements of Tarot. My name is Aldana, and today we're going to be doing a fun comparison of three versions of the same deck, which is the J.K. Tarot, also known as Jupiter King Tarot. So I love vintage decks, and I was aware of the original, which I actually found on eBay. I found a sealed copy, which was amazing for a fair price. So I've loved this deck for a while, but the cardstock isn't great. It's very cardboardy, it chips easily, but look at the colors. They're amazing. So Tarot Collectibles, a company that I've grown to love. I've done a few walkthroughs of their decks on my channel. The most recent one being their Halloween Stars edition, which is a lot of fun. They got permission from the original artist. He's a Japanese artist. He was born in Kobe, Alexandria. Mokuseiyu. He's a Japanese fortune teller, tarot reader, and astrologer. He's a leading figure in the popularization of tarot reading in Japan. He still operates a fortune telling shop in Kobe, which is very cool. And he continues to read fortunes using tarot. So Tarot Collectibles did a Kickstarter campaign and did two versions of the deck. They did a exact printing of the original on much better cardstock, and then they did a slightly revised edition where they kind of enhanced colors and corrected any minor flaws that may have been in the first deck. So I opted to order both the original copy and the revision, and I thought it might be fun today to compare the original, the copy of the original, and the revised version of the original. So why don't we, here, let's talk cardstock. I think they're all basically standard tarot size. Yeah, that's the original. The reprinting of the original and the revised. Yeah, all three are the same. The backs of the originals have this kind of pentagram, septagram. I don't know what it is when there's 6 of them. And then both the copy and the revised edition have a color complementary to the original, but as you can see, very different. So to help you guys keep track, because I was getting confused myself, of the different versions. So the original version is with my under the pyrite. The copy of the original is here with my little witch's wheel. And then the revised edition will be under the box it came in, which says revised. Okay, so let me zoom in a little bit. And let's do this. Okay, so we start off with our Fool. They do look very similar. In real life, this sky looks more purple. But other than that, they look the same. And also the color of the butterfly is a little different. Here's our Magician. So you can see that the roses are a bit darker, but everything else looks similar. Here's our High Priestess. Okay, so one thing I notice here is that the eyes are much darker in these original decks. And here they've been cleaned up a little bit. I think that's it for differences. Here's our Empress. Again, only the shield has a darker red. The line work on the face has been cleaned up. It looks more natural. She's got some serious eyeliner going on here. But everything else looks the same. The colors in this deck are spectacular. I prefer them actually to the J.K.Waite. I don't know. I just like the whole vibe of this deck. I find it very easy to read with. And I think it's truly beautiful. Okay, differences here. I see that this is filled in with a dark blue color. What else? I think that's it. Again, the eyes much clearer in the revised edition. Here we have the Lovers. In real life, this is like a fuchsia magenta color, but it's showing up more red. It's beautiful. So again, the line work on the face is just cleaned up a little bit. Everything else really kind of looks the same. I think the only changes they made in the revised edition were to color. They didn't change any of the graphics or anything like that. So we're just looking for color differences. And unfortunately, my lighting is not the best to show that sort of thing. So I'll just mention it when I see it. So again, the original is more of like a teal color blue. And then in these versions, it's navy. But look how gorgeous the strength card is. I love that you can see the garland both around her waist and around the lion. Because in Pixie's deck, it just kind of gets lost. You can't tell that it actually surrounds both of them. If I was really ambitious, I would have done... I would have added the Rider-Waite-Smith, but that might be a little unwieldy to do 4 at the same time. Okay, here's the Hermit. Not too much different here. And again, please keep in mind that the colors in real life are much more vibrant. I think, I could be mistaken, but I do believe that Tarot Collectibles may have a couple more versions or a couple more copies for sale of these new versions. I will link their website below. And if they don't, I apologize. But I figured historically it would be worth making the video anyway, just so you could see the artwork and appreciate it. It's beautiful. Okay. Yeah, you could see the eyes are dark, dark, dark. And here it's more natural. I love the kind of tie-dye in the background. It's pretty cool. Here we have the Hangman. love this death card. So this is like a deep red on all three versions. The towers in the back are kind of a darker blue, almost purple. And yeah, I don't see too many color differences in this. The rose is a little less pronounced. Temperance. Here we have the Devil. Tower. Star. So again, in real life, the background is lavender. It's beautiful. Mm-hmm. The moon. This is a new take on the sun, which I like. It's almost like the lovers pair hopped on the horse instead of the little baby. Judgment. The world. Colors. The ribbon is different here. And here it's a little darker. Again, the face work is cleaned up. Here's our Ace of Wands. Two. These are cleaned up. The sky's a little darker. I know you can't tell it here, but in person it is. Three. Four. Faces. Here's our five. I think Tarot Collectibles did a really great job with this. They honored the original, but then also kind of cleaned it up. It's great. I'm happy to have all three versions. Here's the seven. I should say that this, the original wasn't printed too long ago. It was 1989, but it's very hard to come by these days unless it, for an expensive price. Okay, 8. Nine. The ground is different here. The wands are cleaner. There's a lot of like difference in shading in these, and these are just solid brown. Here's the page. Interesting with the pyramids in the background. I don't think the Page of Wands on Pixie's deck has pyramids. I think they have, it's like the little town, the village buildings, but I could be wrong. No, I'm pretty sure there are no there are no pyramids in Pixie's deck. So that's an interesting fact. Okay. Here's our pretty queen. I love her cat and her sunflower. This is different. Face is a little different. And so is the banner. It's not as dark. Here's the king. You can see the dots here much easier. And then the part of the helmet is a darker blue here. Here are the cups. Pretty similar. Two. Three. Four. Interesting how the ones over here have a different color liquid in them, and then the ones being presented are blue. Kind of like, hey, look here. It's something different. It's not the same. Here we have 5. Six. Seven. 8. So this is different from Pixies in that usually the person's walking to the right. But I love this anyway. And I love that all the cups are full with silver and gold, it looks like. All those life lessons learned. Here's our 10 of cups. Sorry, 9 of cups. Here's our 10. Page. Yeah, see, if I shade it from the light a little bit, you can kind of see that it's a little more pink than it's showing up on camera. Knight. And here the horse is actually pink. That's neat. Queen of Cups. King. Oh. Okay, I'm missing my Ace of Swords. That's weird. Oh, okay. Grabbed it away. So here's the ace. Two. This is beautiful. So in all the decks, you can see there's like different colors in the clouds. It's like yellow and light blue and pink. This one I think you can see the best. It's really lovely in person. Here's the original. And this card is probably one of the reasons I bought the deck. In all of its versions. I think it's so pretty. There's like lavender and yellow and look at the stained glass. So pretty. Here's the 4. Here's the 5. The 6. 7. 8. 9. I like how the swords are behind her. Almost like a headboard or something. Hanging over her head, literally. Here's the 10. Here's our page. Knight. The Queen. Pretty. Here's the King. I like his stash. And the dark clouds behind him. Yee. Okay, here's the Ace of Pentacles. So it looks like we have grapes and pomegranates. Here's the Two of Pentacles. Three. Four. Five. This guy's seen better days. I like the stained glass windows. Pretty. And then we have the 6. 7. Looks pretty much the same. The 8. This also has a lavender sky and different shades. Very pretty. 9. Love the snail. And that looks more like a pigeon than a falcon, but I could be wrong. Or a dove? I don't know. Here's the 10. Very clean line work on all 3 versions. It's lovely. Okay, so we're down to our last set of court cards. The Page, the Knight, Queen. I think this card is so beautiful. I love it. It's so soft. The sky and the flowers and then the little bunny, and her face is so serene. It's really, I love it. And last we have our King. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to get confused with my piles. Yeah, and here we have our King of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3. So if you're still here, thank you so very much for watching. I really love this deck. I hope you do too. I hope you can get your own copy and love it as much as I do. If you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. Thank you.